How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin Barbecue. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today, we're talking turkey. Now, this is not a whole turkey, obviously, but we're getting into the season where whole turkeys are becoming very popular, and I will have some whole turkey videos coming. I'm planning on doing at least one whole bird and one spatchcock recipe. Now, this is just a turkey breast. I got this from my local meat market. I'm fortunate enough to be able to find these near me. And this actually came on the bone. I went ahead and took the bone off, so it's just a boneless, skinless turkey breast. I took the skin off, and this is a great option if you are having a smaller gathering, if there's just a few people coming over for Thanksgiving and you just want to cook up some turkey breasts. Great alternative to cooking a whole turkey. Number one, it's a quicker cook. Number two, it's just super, super easy. I mean, it's awesome. Now, we're going to be brining this today. You don't have to brine it, and actually, usually I don't brine them, but I'm curious to go ahead and try it out today because I've actually never just brined a turkey breast other than when I'm doing turkey competition for KCBS. But I'm really looking forward to just trying this out and see how it is. So, super simple. We have our turkey breast here and got it all cleaned up and looking good. Now, the brine we're going to be using, this is labeled as competition chicken injection. This is LC Barbecue Fall Play. Philip is a huge KCBS guy, very well known, very good KCBS cook, and I've actually used this on competition turkey before, and I've only done it for about 4 hours, and it had good flavor, had good moisture. This time I'm going to be brining this actually overnight. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna let this go overnight until tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna get this on and smoke it. If you're interested in checking this out, I'll leave a link down below. It is really good stuff. You can see I'm almost out. I'm gonna have to order more. Now, his directions say to mix 3/4 cup of Fall Play with 2.5 cups of liquid. Adjust liquid quantity to personal strength preference. So I went ahead and did 3/4 cup, and I went ahead and did 2.5 bottles of water, 16.9 ounce bottles of water, just to kind of, weaken it up a little bit. I don't want it super concentrated since I'm going to be letting it go overnight. I don't want it to be too salty, especially because we're going to be just putting a light layer of rub on here tomorrow. So I went ahead and diluted the concentration a little bit more than what he had said. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is just a Cambro H pan, and these pans are actually pretty cool. These will go into your oven hot at like 325, 350 degrees. You can cook in them. They're high heat pans, but I actually really like it for just brining small cuts like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that in my pan. Get that set down. And then I'm just gonna get my brine poured over it. And I'd like to have enough in there to completely submerge it. So I have that extra bottle of water there. If it isn't quite enough, we'll go ahead and throw in a little more water if we need it. And it looks like we're just going to need just a little bit more. So we will add just a little bit more, like I said, just enough to get it completely covered. That way we don't have to deal with flipping it over and all that stuff. So, all right, so our turkey breast is completely covered. I'm just going to get this into the fridge, let it go overnight, and we'll pick back up tomorrow morning and show you the rest of the process and hopefully make a nice juicy turkey breast. So we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, it is the next day. The turkey was in the brine overnight. It looks good. It smells wonderful. I think that brine did its job. So all that's left to do is get this seasoned up, and we're going to get it out on the cooker. We're going to be cooking on the Weber Smokefire EX6 2nd generation. And we're going to smoke this at 275 degrees, and we're just going to see how it turns out. So let's bring you in, and I'll show you how we're going to get this seasoned up. So to get this seasoned up, I'm going to cook on this rack just for easy transport. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the bottom side, and I'm using Tailgater's barbecue party rub. This stuff is killer on turkey. It makes this bird the word. So that's what we're going to be running on it. And we're just going to go fairly light because, like I said, we brined it. So there's not a huge need to go too heavy with any rubs. We just want to get a nice even coat on it. And this is the only rub that we're using, and it's going to give a really nice color on it, and that black pepper is just really going to hit hard on it. So that's kind of what we're going with here. Just get it all seasoned up. Even coat. Want to get that flavor on the outside since that brine did its job of getting the flavor on the inside. Make sure you go ahead and get your edges. And that is it. Pretty simple. Easy turkey cook. Nothing too fancy on this one. Just a little brine action, just a little delicious rub. Look at that black pepper on there. And if you don't think that's going to give a good color and give a good flavor, then you got to get your head checked, because this is going to be absolutely delicious. I've done turkey breasts like this before with the party rub, and it is phenomenal. So let's get out to the Weber EX6 and get this bad boy on. All right, guys, you can see we have the turkey breast on the Weber EX6. Great color on it. We're just going to let it roll. And then if you look over here, you can see we do have the probe on the grill hooked up. We're sitting at 43 degrees. We're just going to let this thing smoke until, number one, it's probably about 145, 150 degrees. We're going to come out and check the color and see how it looks. And then we're going to wrap it up in some foil with some butter and let it finish off. So I will let you guys know how long it's been to read temperature. Like I said, we're at 275 degrees. So we will see you at 150 degrees. So it has been 2 hours, and I just got an alert from my probe that it hit 140 degrees. We're just going to check it with the ThermoWorks, see how accurate this thing is. And wow, 141, 42. So that is pretty accurate for a grill probe. So I will take that all day long. And it's 140, 150 up there. Let's check it out there. 146, 142 right there. So still pretty dang accurate for a grill probe. So I will take that. You can see we have wonderful color on here. Our bark is set up nicely. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get this inside and get this wrapped up. So it is kind of stuck here to the grate. I did spray it, but I'm gonna have to pop that off with a spatula. But I'm gonna get this inside and show you how we're gonna wrap it. So I'll meet you in the house. Guys, go ahead and check that out. Nice color on that turkey breast. All we're gonna do, look at the moisture coming off of this thing, and it's not even done yet. So I know this is gonna be a moist turkey breast. We're just gonna set that right on top of that butter there. And then at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and get it wrapped up right like this. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll fold it up like this. Get it in there. Get it nice and tight. We're gonna get a probe in there, and we're just gonna let this thing go until it hits 160 degrees, and then we're gonna pull it and just let it rest. It's gonna carry over in the wrap, so we don't wanna overcook it. I know it's still gonna be juicy even with that brine, but I have a feeling we could take this thing up to 170 and it's still gonna be juicy. So we're gonna get this back outside, and I'll let you know how long it's been once my probe alarm goes off. And I'm gonna set it probably for 158, just because it was a little bit off, not bad, but I'm gonna set it for like 158, and I'll check it with the Thermapen and we'll see where we're at. But I'm gonna get this outside, and we'll see you guys when this thing is done. All right, guys, so it has been about 45 minutes. Our alarm just went off saying that our turkey breast was at the right internal temperature. We're just gonna go ahead and check it here. And we are at 162, so that is looking pretty good to me. And we are just gonna go ahead, get this inside, let it rest for about a half hour, and then we'll slice into it and see how we did. So overall, very impressed with how the Weber Smokefire EX6 cooked. So I'm gonna get this in the house, let it rest for 30 minutes, and we will slice into it and see how we did. All right, guys, it has been a half hour. We've let our turkey rest. It is time to get into it and see how we did. And there is just buttery goodness everywhere in there. I'm gonna bring you in so you can actually see this, but that is just awesomeness right there. I mean, that is nice looking turkey breast. And don't be throwing that butter away. That's gonna be great on there. So we're gonna get this set down here. And I'm gonna bring you in, and we are gonna slice into this right now. Check out that butter. That's gonna be good for dunking. But look at this turkey breast. Awesome little bark on there. Nice and peppery. And we're just gonna go ahead and kind of get some slices rolling here. And yep, look, I mean, just look at the moisture in that turkey. That's what brining does for you. And that looks absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you can see that. But that's what I'm talking about right there. Just gonna kind of slice it at an angle here, and look at the juice in there. That is juicy turkey. So we're just gonna get some more slices going here. super tender. Yep, that is nice turkey. And slice it as thick or as thin as you want. Probably going to use this for sandwiches, so I'm going a little bit thinner. But like I said, this is a great option if you're having a smaller gathering for Thanksgiving. Go ahead and give this a try, because it's a pretty quick cook and it looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, so I'm going to pull you guys out and we are going to jump in for a taste test. All right, guys, it is the moment of truth. We're going to jump in and do a taste test. This is absolutely awesome looking turkey, extremely tender, nice moisture in it. I'm looking forward to trying it. We're going to hit this with a little bit of that butter. Cheers. That is phenomenal turkey. You got the awesome flavor and moisture from the brine. That Tailgater's barbecue party rub, just awesome flavor on the outside. It's not overly salty. It's tender, it's juicy. Like I said, quick meal on Thanksgiving, give this a shot. If you just want some delicious smoked turkey breast, I love smoked turkey breast. It's one of my favorite things. Highly recommend giving this method a shot. You won't regret it. Brining is obviously optional. It just helps with some moisture retention, and if you're new to smoking turkey, it may be worth a shot, but otherwise, just season it up and smoke it. Just don't overcook it, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to go for one more bite here. That is phenomenal flavor. Nice and smoky. The Weber Smoke Fire did an awesome job. So, guys, go ahead and give this a try. You're not going to regret it. It's delicious. It's turkey. It's smoked turkey. What's there not to love? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.